Mum says that this is a special dinner that she has not made before, and she wants me to take a video of it for this reason. Okay, so I've had my consultation appointment up in Auckland for this crazy surgery that I have to do after all this chemotherapy, because I have growing teratomas that can transform from being benign to malignant at the moment, which means basically they can transform into more cancerous tumours again, and the benign tumours grow. So this can lead to mechanical problems down the track. If they get too big, they start causing problems with your organs. And the chance that they can become malignant again is a problem. So yeah, I don't really want to have more cancer in me all over again. And the strange thing is they can become different cancers as well. So, yep. I was told there's a very low risk of lymphedema, so unless you've had, know people who have had breast cancer, they often have lymph nodes taken out around their shoulder, and this can be a side effect of having that taken away, is like a waste and that gets stored in your arms, and they become all swollen and everything. There was a piece on the news on it a couple months ago. And yeah, so that could happen to me in my legs, although I'm young and it's actually quite unlikely to happen, so thank God for that. The nerve damage to nerves responsible for my ability to get an erection won't be damaged. However, sometimes I have to remove the nerves which are responsible for ejaculation. But it probably just generally will be affected though as well. So I'll probably be getting retrograde ejaculation, which he explained as like ejaculating back in towards yourself. Yeah, I don't really know, but apparently it only affects fertility and things like that. Obviously you can't have babies if you can't ejaculate properly. The recovery time is variable. Usually people are in hospital for about a week. But it'll probably take a couple months for me to heal from the surgery. I will be generally fatigued the whole time, taking afternoon naps and whatnot. So yeah, just gonna have to allow that to happen as my body heals. The chances of malignancy of the tumours is about 8%. So anything quantifiable is never really like what you want to hear, but clinging on to 92% is a pretty good, it's a gambler's odds, hopefully right there. Second surgery is unlikely, which is good. They try to avoid that at all costs. He has never had an incomplete resection, so fingers crossed. But if tumours pop up again, they basically just have to keep removing them. So yeah, that's why I brought up second surgery. Anne was kind of saying that is likely to be a thing, but from what the surgeon says, it sounds like it's less likely. So basically what he has to do the surgery is cut my bowel literally from top to bottom. So move everything out of the way. The bowels during the surgery, like my intestines and things get moved up onto my chest. Just sit up there. So they can get to the lymph nodes which live underneath all the bowels there, which have these tumours in them. Yeah, bleeding is the biggest risk in this surgery by the sounds of things, but apparently they're quite close to the vascular surgeons and things like that where they're going to be doing this, so it should be fine. When I asked the surgeon when I can have my central line taken out, I'll no doubt you've seen pictures of it or just seen it in reality. He was like, pass, and might know, which is so funny, as if you've heard, I probably said, or whatever. I said, go up to Auckland and ask the surgeon whether or not he wants it. And he's like, well, I don't know, ask Anne. So it sounds like this is going to go round and round in circles for a while. I might still have it for a month or so, which is so frustrating. Even by the time I get back to Wellington, it's just going to be like, well, I'm going to be effectively bedridden. It's going to be hard for me to actually get to the hospital to have this done. So that's really annoying. And hilariously, after the surgery, my bowels could go to sleep just because I've been moved around so much. And this makes the tummy quite swollen, and it fixes itself after a couple of days. But yeah, it means I don't eat that much. I lose a lot of weight, lose a lot of muscle mass over this period of time. So yeah, probably go way down all over again. But yeah, that's basically the how the appointment went. Woohoo! Got a really exciting next couple months. To be honest though, you just kind of want to get these things over and done with. They seem a lot worse when you're sitting on this side. Of course, they put you under anaesthetic and you're asleep and you just wake up again with this big scar on your tummy. I don't know, they'd probably give you loads of pain meds and things like that over the few days when you're in hospital. But that's how it kind of was with my last surgery as well. I was really nervous because I'd never had anything like that done before. And afterwards, when I woke up, I was just like, oh, well, okay, that wasn't too bad. So, at the same time, I wanted to hurry up and get done, but I also am not thrilled about having to do it right now. Yeah.